Now children, let's solve a few problems. Look at the board. The problem written on the board is sum of the roots of a quadratic equation is double their product. Find k if the equation is x squared minus 4kx plus 3 is equal to 0. First, from the problem, children, let's understand what is given and what we have to find out. Right? So now what is given? Sum of the roots of a quadratic equation. What are the sum of the roots of a quadratic equation? It is alpha plus beta. So sum of the roots of a quadratic equation is. Is means what, children? How do you change a mathematical statement containing is into an equation? Is always is equal to. Is double their product. Double their product. Product of the two roots means alpha into beta. But is it directly equal? No, it is double their product. So double means 2 times their product. So this is given to you. Now you have to find out k if the equation given is x squared minus 4kx plus 3 is equal to 0. Now children, they have given you in the form of the relation between alpha and beta is given to you. But we know the relation of alpha and beta with the coefficients. What is it? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a, and the product of the roots alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. When can you know the answers of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta? Only from the given equation, if you are able to find out what is a, what is b and what is c. So let's do it. What is the coefficient of the square term over here? When it is no term given, it is always taken as 1. So a is equal to 1. What is b over here? The coefficient in the middle term, that is minus 4k. Once again I repeat, do not forget to write the sign before that term. So minus 4k. And what is c? The constant term, plus 3. So over here I will write down a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4k and c is equal to 3. Now over here, looking into the first equation, children, alpha plus beta is what? Minus b upon a. So I can substitute over here. Minus b upon a will be equal to twice of what? Alpha into beta. What is alpha into beta? C upon a. So that is c upon a. If you look at what you have got, children, a is in the denominator on the left hand side. A is in the denominator on the right hand side. A is performing division. So if you take it on the other side, it will become multiplication and you can reduce a, right? So I'll do it. Minus b will be equal to 2 into c, that is 2c upon a, into a goes on the right hand side. So multiplication, a and a gets cancelled. So what are you ultimately left with? You're left with minus b is equal to 2c. Have you finished with the problem, children? No, definitely not. You have to find out the value of k. So now let's substitute what is b. Let's substitute what is c and see if we can get the answers. So let's start. Minus. What is b, children? Minus 4k. Don't forget this sign. So into bracket, minus 4k, close the bracket, which is equal to 2 into c. What is c? c is equal to 3. Minus into minus gives you plus. Plus what? 4k, which is equal to 2 into 3. So 4 is performing multiplication. When it goes on the other side, division. So k will be equal to 2 into 3 divided by 4. We can reduce 2 ones are 2 twos are. Finally, we have got the value of k. 1 into 3 is 3 upon 2 gives you the answer. That is the value of k. Right, children? So this is the way we solve the problem. Let's move in and proceed to solve some more problems. Now children, let's move on to solve another problem. Let's read the problem written on the board. Roots of the quadratic equation are real and equal. Find k. So what is given over here? Roots of a particular quadratic equation. Which quadratic equation, children? 3y squared plus ky plus 12 is equal to 0. The roots of this equation are real and equal. We have to find out the coefficient of y, that is find k. Now children, we have learned. Let's brush up what we have learned. Now there are three possibilities that we have learned. When b square minus 4ac, that is called as delta, is equal to 0, that determines the nature of the root. When b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, that also determines the nature of the root. And the last case, when b square minus 4ac is less than 0. So children, when can the roots of a quadratic equation be real and equal? That is when b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So what can we write in the first step? We can write that as the roots of the equation are real and equal, therefore value of b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Right? Now, do we know the values of a, b, c? Definitely not at this step, but surely we can find the value of a, b, c looking into this equation. What will the value of a be? Value of a will be equal to 3. What will the value of b be? Value of b will be k. And what will the value of c be? C is equal to 12. From where did we get this, children? From the given equation. Now let's proceed, children. We have to somehow find out the value of k. So what can we do? Let's substitute the values of a, b, c in the required form in this equation. Right, children? So let's substitute the values of a, b, c in equation number 1. What do we get? In place of b, it will be k square minus 4 into a, that is 3, into c, that is 12, which is equal to 0. K squared, k into k gives you k squared, minus 4 3s are 12, 12 12s are 144, which is equal to 0. Now children, at this step, yes, everything is over. We have to now reach to a step where we get ultimately the value of k. There are many ways that we can solve and find out the value of k. This represents a square, right? It is a square minus b square, or you can say x square minus y square. What are the factors? X minus y, x plus y. So in that method also you get the value of k. Or what is the other method? Transfer 1 minus 144 on the other side and then solve the equation. So let's do it, children. So therefore k square will be equal to 0. Minus 144 goes on the other side. It becomes plus 144. So therefore k square is equal to 144. Let's proceed. What do we do? Finally, to get the value of k, taking the square root on both the sides. So root of k square will be root of equal to root of 144. Now, what is the square root of k square? It is k, which will be equal to square root of 144 is plus or minus 12. So which are the two roots that you get? K is equal to 12 or k is equal to minus 12, or in other words plus 12 and minus 12 are the roots of the given quadratic equation 3y square plus ky plus 12 is equal to 0. Now into solving the next problem, children. Let's read the problem. Roots of the following quadratic equation are again real and equal. Find k, and the given quadratic equation is kx into bracket x minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. Now first let's open the bracket and make it a proper equation. Kx into x will be kx square, plus into minus gives you minus, kx into 2 will give you 2kx. 2kx plus 6 which is equal to 0. Now it will be more easier for us to write down the values of a, b and c. So what is a? A will be equal to k, b will be equal to, yes, will it be minus 2k or just 2k? Let's recall, yes children, the values of a, b and c are written along with the sign before them. So it's a minus sign, so minus 2k. And c is equal to 6. Right, now let's get back to the problem, children. Let's see what is given. The roots of this particular quadratic equation that they are real and equal. That means b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So therefore, as roots of the quadratic equation are real and equal. What can we say, children? We can say that b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Now let's, in the next step, substitute the values of a, b and c. b is minus 2k, so minus 2k the whole square, minus 4 into a, that is k, into c, that is 6, which is equal to 0. Let's solve it further. Minus 2k into minus 2k. Minus into minus gives you plus. 2 into 2 gives you 4. K into k gives you k square. Now we have minus 6. 4s are 24. K, which is equal to 0. Now children, you have again over here at this step 2 methods to solve ahead. Either you take 24k, that is minus 24k on the other side, and stepwise solve the problem, or take out whatever is common inside the bracket, you get uncommon. So let's do it, children. What shall we do? Shall we take minus 24k on the other side? So what are we left with then? 4k square will be equal to 0, and minus 24k goes on the other side, gives you plus 24k. Now, therefore, 4k square is equal to 24k. Here, children, now either you take k on the other side, and in the next step take 4 on the other side. So all the numerical numbers, that is, you have it on the other side and variables on one side. So let's first take k on the left hand side. K is performing multiplication. When it comes on the other side, division. So you get 4. K square can be written as k into k upon k, which is equal to 24. K gets reduced. So ultimately you are left with 4k is equal to 24. Therefore k will be equal to 24. Again 4 is performing multiplication. When it goes on the other side, division. So it will be 24 upon 4. Let's reduce. 4 ones are 4 6 are. Therefore k is equal to 6. So what is the value of k that we get? The value of k is equal to 6 when the roots of the given quadratic equation are real and equal. Now let's move on to solve the next problem. In this given problem, children, you can see 2 sub-problems depending upon whatever they have given. Alpha and beta are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Y square minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. Find in this case alpha square plus beta square and alpha cube plus beta cube. So let's first solve the first one to get the value of alpha square plus beta square. Now let's first write the equation. Y square minus 2y minus 7 which is equal to 0. Again children, immediately write down the values always of A, B and C. So what is A? A will be equal to 1. B will be equal to minus 2 and C will be equal to minus 7. Once again I repeat, do not forget to write down the value along with the sign. Now children, they want the value of alpha square. To find alpha square plus beta square. But children, from the values of A, B, C, we can get the value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So let's see what do we get. Alpha plus beta is always equal to minus B upon A, which will be equal to minus of minus 2 upon A, that is 1. So finally minus into minus is plus. So the value of alpha plus beta is only 2. What about alpha beta? That is equal to C upon A. C is minus 7 upon A, that is again equal to 1. So the answer is minus 7. Now children, from the values that you know, how do we get the value of alpha square plus beta square? Now children, there is some relation between, if you remember, alpha plus beta and alpha square plus beta square. Definitely from alpha plus beta, we can get the value of alpha square plus beta square. For this, just recall the formula children. Which formula? A plus B the whole square. What is A plus B the whole square? A square plus 2AB plus B square. Same thing we will imply over here. So that will be alpha plus beta the whole square will give you alpha square plus 2 into alpha into beta plus the last term will be beta square. Now children, we want only the value of alpha square plus beta square. Only this value. Right? So, we can rearrange the terms over here to get this value. We can get rid of plus 2 alpha beta only to get alpha square plus beta square on the right hand side. So, what do we do with that term? It is performing the operation of addition. When it goes on the other side, it will perform the operation of subtraction. So, alpha plus beta the whole square plus 2 alpha beta becomes minus 2 alpha beta, which will be equal to alpha square plus beta square. Now children, to get alpha square plus beta square, do we know the values? Can we substitute and get the answer? Let's check out. Yes, definitely. We know the value of alpha plus beta, that is equal to 2. And also we know the value of alpha beta, which is equal to minus 7. So let's substitute. Substituting the values of which terms? Alpha plus beta and alpha beta. So what is alpha plus beta? 2. So you get 2 squared minus 2 into alpha beta is minus 7, which will be equal to alpha squared plus beta squared. Let's solve children. 2 squared, 2 into 2, that is 4. Minus into minus is plus. 7 2s are 14. That is equal to alpha squared plus beta squared. In other words, 14 plus 4 is 18 is the answer for which term? Alpha squared plus beta squared. Therefore, alpha squared plus beta squared is equal to 18. So, this is the answer for the first. Alpha squared plus beta squared. is equal to 18. This is the way we get the answer. Now we are left with to find out the answer for alpha cube plus beta cube. So just go through these steps, children. How did we get the answer for alpha square plus beta square? Now I will rub out the board to get the value of. So what remains same? The equation remains same. The value of A, B, C also remain the same. Now we have to find out the value of alpha cube plus beta cube. To find alpha cube plus beta cube. Once again, children, instead of A cube plus B cube, it is just written as alpha cube plus beta cube. Now again, we should know the formula. Before that, let's write down what is alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus B upon A, which was equal to minus into minus 2 upon 1, which is equal to minus into minus is plus, which gives only 2. And alpha beta is equal to C upon A, which will be equal to minus 7 upon 1, which is equal to minus 7. Let's proceed. Now, from alpha plus beta, can we get the value of alpha cube plus beta cube? If we remember the formula in terms of A and B, let's imply it over here, children. What do we get? Alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into bracket alpha plus beta. This we have already learnt in terms of A and B. We have just changed it to alpha and beta. Like A cube plus B cube was always equal to A plus B the whole cube minus 3 into A into B into bracket A plus B. Okay. Now let's substitute. Therefore, alpha cube plus beta cube will be equal to alpha plus beta the whole cube. Inside the bracket alpha plus beta, we have found out the value that is equal to 2. So that is 2 cube minus 3 into alpha beta. Alpha beta is minus 7. So into minus 7 multiplied by alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is equal to 2. Let's solve it to finally get the answer of alpha cube plus beta cube. 2 into 2 into 2. 2 is multiplied 3 times. So 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. Minus into minus gives you plus. Now children, 7 3s are 21 and 21 into 2 gives you 42. Yes? Now, therefore, alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to 8 plus 42 is equal to 50. So, children, we have got the value of alpha cube plus beta cube from the given information. Only what you have to remember? You have always to remember the formulas that you have learnt in the earlier classes. Right, children? Now, children, the next problem. Form the quadratic equation if the roots given are 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 2. That means, children, what is given? Alpha is given and beta is given. So, first let's write down what is given. Alpha is equal to half and beta is equal to minus half. Now, children, how do we get the quadratic equation? Once you know the roots, you know the relation, how to form the quadratic equation when the roots are given. What is it, children? It is x squared minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, which is equal to 0. That means we have to somehow find out the value of alpha plus beta and the value of alpha into beta. Do we know the values where we can substitute and get an answer? Definitely. We know alpha is half, beta is minus half. So first let's find out alpha plus beta. What is alpha? 1 upon 2 plus What is beta? Minus half. So put it inside the bracket. So half plus into minus gives you minus 1 upon 2. Here the denominators are the same. So equate. Put them under a common denominator, and in the numerator you have 1 minus 1, that goes to 0. 0 divided by any number is always 0. So you're done with it. Is it over, children? No, we have just got the value of alpha plus beta. Now we have to find out the value of alpha into beta. So alpha into beta. What is alpha again? It is 1 upon 2. What is beta? Minus 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2. Plus into minus gives you minus. You cannot reduce. So multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators to get the final answer. 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 2 is 4. Therefore alpha beta is equal to 1 upon 4. Now you can write the equation, that is x squared minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, which is equal to 0. Thus x squared minus, what is alpha plus beta, children? We got it as 0. Let's put it as 0 into x plus, what is alpha beta? Minus 1 upon 4, which is equal to 0. Right? Now let's solve it. Therefore x squared, 0 multiplied by anything is always 0. So you need not write the middle term. Over here, children, plus into minus gives you minus 1 upon 4, which is equal to 0. So this is your quadratic equation when the roots given are 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 2. Now with the next problem again, children, form the quadratic equation if the roots are 2 minus root 5, 2 plus root 5. Again, children, what is given? One of the root can be termed as alpha, the other one as beta. So let's begin. Alpha will be 2 minus root 5, beta will be 2 plus root 5. Now, what is the relation between quadratic equation and the roots? What is the equation that we get? Let's write it. X squared minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, which is equal to 0. Now, if we know the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta, we can substitute and get the given quadratic equation. Let's solve from the given values. Find out the value of alpha plus beta. What is alpha? Let's substitute. 2 minus root 5 plus. As you have a plus sign, the other term can be written as it is without putting a bracket. So that is 2 plus root 5. Any like terms with opposite signs, children, where you can cancel them? Definitely. Minus root 5 plus root 5 gets cancelled. So you are left with 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. So finally, alpha plus beta is equal to 4. Now you are left with to find out only the value of alpha beta. Let's do it. Alpha beta. Again, children, what is alpha? 2 minus root 5. As they both are binomials, I'll put them in a bracket and then let's solve it. What is the value of beta? 2 plus root 5. Now children, can I use a formula and write the answer? Does it resemble anything? Yes, it resembles A minus B, A plus B. A minus B, A plus B. So, what is the answer for A plus B and A minus B when they are taken as a product? A squared minus B squared. So, same thing you can apply over here. What is your A over here? 2. So, A squared minus, what is your B over here? Root 5. So, A squared minus B squared. Let's solve it further. square will be 2 into 2, that is 4. Minus, now over here, square root of 5, the whole square is what, children? Root 5 into root 5. Right? So if you've forgotten, let's do it. Root 5 into root 5 will give me what, children? Root of 5 into 5. That is square root of 25. So square root of 25 is 5. Right? So what is root 5 into root 5? It is only 5. Let's continue. Therefore, alpha beta will be equal to plus 4 minus 5. So what is the answer left? It will be minus 1. So now you know the answers of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Let's write it back in this equation. Let's substitute and get the given quadratic equation. So what is the equation over here? X squared minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, which is equal to 0. Therefore, x squared, let's substitute alpha plus beta. What is the answer? It is equal to 4. So 4 into x plus, what is alpha into beta? It is minus 1. So put it inside the bracket. In the next step, you can open the bracket. So what do you get? Therefore, x squared minus 4x plus into minus is minus 1, which is equal to 0, is the given quadratic, sorry children, it is the given quadratic equation. When the roots given are 2 minus root 5 and 2 plus root 5. With the next problem, let's read what is written on the board. Find the value of the discriminant. 2 equations are given to you. Let's solve them one by one. The first one is root 2x squared plus 4 into x plus 2 root 2, which is equal to 0. Now children, they have told you to find out the value of the discriminant. What is discriminant, children? It is delta. What is delta? It is the value of b square minus 4ac. So over here, to find out the value of b square minus 4ac, that is the discriminant, we should know the individual values of a, b and c. So we can substitute and get the value of the discriminant. So from the given equation, what will be a? It will be root 2. What will be b? It will be 4. And what will be c? 2 root 2. Now let's find out the value of b square minus 4ac. Therefore, b square minus 4ac will be, what is b? 4. So 4 square minus 4 into a, that is root 2, into c, that is 2 root 2. Close the bracket. Let's continue and solve it, children. Therefore, b square minus 4ac, 4 into 4, that is 4 square gives you 16 minus, now over here children, 4 into root 2 into 2 root 2. Now what is root 2 into root 2, children? Root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 into 2 gives you 4 and 4 into 4 gives you 16. So the answer over here that you get is b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Now children, again over here I ask you, if they would have asked you along with this question, another question. What is the nature of the root? Determine the nature of the root. So what would you have written? As b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. The roots are real and equal. Right? Let's move on to the next problem, children. Again over here, first we will have to jot down the values of a, b, c. Over here there is no coefficient, so value of a is taken as 1. Value of b, children, over here, what will we write? It will be along with the sign before it. So it is minus 2 and c is equal to 9. Therefore, b square minus 4ac will be equal to, let's substitute. What is b? Minus 2. So minus 2 square minus 4 into a, that is 1, into c, that is 9. So therefore, b square minus 4ac will be minus 2 into minus 2 gives you plus 4. Minus 4 ones are 4. 4 nines are 36. So what are we with? An answer for b square minus 4ac plus 4 minus 36. What is the answer? It will be minus 32. Right, children? So we are done. Again over here, if they ask one more such question, determine the nature of the root. What is the value of b square minus 4ac? It is a negative answer. That means what would you write? You will write as b square minus 4ac is minus 32, that is less than 0. Will they have any roots? Will they have any real roots at all? Definitely not. The roots will not be real. So this is the way, children. First jot down the values of a, b, c. Then substitute in the discriminant and get the value of the discriminant. And if they ask you the nature, depending upon the answer, see which possibilities or which condition it satisfies and determine the nature of the root.